War. War never changes. Since the dawn of man, when tribes beat each other to death over necessities, the will to power has been the driving force of mankind. When the great fires of humanity's ambition ravaged the earth, it was not our doing, for the bloodiest chapter of human history had only begun. Britain was not spared the hellfire, and London, a monument to mankind's ambition, was returned to the state of nature. Those who emerged from the ashes did so from a network of underground bunkers known as Pindar stations. And so it was that the embers of civilization would ignite once again. Over a century later, through the military might of the Tommies, an aristocratic parliament continues to give orders. But few are still listening. In the Tower Hamlets, the fifth column rises. Training drums beat and uniforms march, all in the name of their dear leader, Eve Varney. Across the Thames, in the pastures of Richmond, a great army gathers strength. Styled on the Camelot knights of days past, they're headed once more unto the breach. For there are whispers of angels beneath this hallowed land, a curtain of illusion and intrigue, a puppeteer behind the scene. Only one thing is certain. Those who take the road to Westminster will be forever changed. Because in mankind's pursuit of power, there is no price too high, no life too valuable, and no ideal too sacred. Because war never changes.
Mind the gap. Mind the gap. Stand clear of the doors, please.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
Alright, so I think I fixed the problem. I did some playtesting, and as far as I can tell, it took care of at least the problem children that we were having. That's not to say that the game will work entirely as intended, but... So I think if memory serves correct, I still need to go and get some purified water. Best way to do that is just to go into the grocery store and fill up some bottles. Not quite powerful enough to go on the boat ride to figure out more about ourselves, since we have no idea who or what we are. Just a lab rat. We've died 5 times. We're not super great with guns yet. I have to start throwing some points into that. You know what? I forgot one thing over here. Push it out. The only downside is that, depending on where we have to go, even if everything does work, some portions of it take a lot longer to load. Okay, so we start off with infection. We had to take an antibiotic. Thankfully we have plenty of those. We have a light. We have a dog that's somewhat helpful, but not particularly strong in combat. Did we take care of... Yes, okay. We delivered pizza. So there's a grocery store that we cleared out. We're going to go get some water from there. Things are a little shaky. Haven't had any crashes in the playtesting, so we should be mostly good. I have to take a look and see if I got rid of the shotgun. It's not going to be super helpful. It's only a single shot. Well, technically it holds 3, but it's a bolt action, so I'd rather have a double barrel, if I'm being honest. So getting that second shot out is very, very slow. I don't really have any objectives I can fulfill either, so we're going to be just kind of exploring, seeing what we can take. Preferably usable loot that we can either use for scrapping eventually, or stuff we can sell for a pretty good price. So I'm mostly just going to be picking up as many aluminum cans as I can. I don't know how easy it's going to be to come across aluminum in bulk. So the more we can collect now, the better off we'll be. I have no idea if there's any settlement building or anything. I still have not looked any of that stuff up, and I probably won't. Still pretty early in the game. We're only like level 5 or something. Level 6. I honestly think this is going to be a pretty good game. Certainly put a lot of effort into it. I just wish I could get it to play a little bit more stable. That could probably just be more a part of mine. I haven't really tried modding games all that often. Usually when I do, it's just nothing but like aesthetic stuff that you could have just done through the Steam. Like bring in like different voices and stuff for XCOM 2, something I would normally do. Adds a little more variety, a little bit more flavor to it, without actually changing anything from the gameplay. Collecting cans. And this is survival mode, so everything is going to be hitting us much harder. Hopefully we're able to deal out more evened damage. A little bit of food. Technically I'd already done some of this before, but we kept having crashes, so kind of having to backtrack a bit more than I'd like. And on the off chance we do have some issues, I will probably just change it over to Judgment, since I kind of started to play through that just kind of on the fly. I think we put on one step below normal on that one. So there's two different kinds of money. There's the regular money, then there's pounds that we can sell for the currency that everyone in the waste is currently using, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe they just refer to it as the gap. Really haven't talked to too many people to really know for certain. I think we still have a bottle cap line, maybe? Yeah. So I threw that, hoping to make use of it. There was a big thing I had to fight here. None of the corpses are still here, so can't really show it. But I was hoping that use that, save myself some ammo, since everything's so expensive. I can see these, but I don't think I can actually grab them. Could just be a texture, might not be a usable item. And then these bags, they can sell for a little bit of cash. It provides only cloth. Pretty sure it only cloth. Not too familiar with all the new junk just yet. It sells for a little bit of cash. Grab some tin. I don't think it particularly matters. Oh, hey, did we grab this? We got some drugs. Sure we aren't leaving anything valuable behind. Take the hat, sell the hat. Yeah, I guess I'll take all that. We had grabbed a couple of perks. I don't know if that changes containers that perhaps empty before. Having items now, potentially, or not. I think we went for a perk that allows us to find a bit more ammunition. We are going to revisit this place eventually, just for that trunk. And then I'm going to go back upstairs and check to see if I can't get my hands on some more ammo. Even if it's nothing that we can currently use, I can at least sell it for something we can. The water coolers are irradiated with water, but the sinks and everything seem to be fine. We know it's not going to be a matter of purified water so much. 5mm. I'm sure I'll take the chocolates. Take the bottle for sure. Fusion cells. Typewriters, telephones, all that stuff's pretty heavy. Poleaxe. Okay, so we got a little tiny bit of ammo. Which room have we got? Not much. Out of all that, we only got some 5mm, 32. And just a tiny, tiny bit of fusion cells. I think we collected all this before, but maybe it just kind of came back. I'm sure. The dog noises get me sometimes. I get used to all his little sounds. It's funny that there's like actually food in these barrels and we can't take any of it. Make more sense if it was like a actual store or something. Broken protectrons we can't loot. The thing I have to remember to start doing is to start using cigarettes, because apparently cigarettes in this game give us a plus 2% in experience, which isn't a whole lot, but given that we're so low level, any amount of boost we can get. The only thing I don't understand is our little stream elements bot saying that we got the wrong title and all that. Because I made sure that the title and everything was changed before I went live or any of that. Might have been because I'd reauthorized some stuff. Oh, you know what I forgot to get? I forgot to get more purified water. It's kind of fun. If I can find a little spot where I can get some dirty water, we can use it to cook with later. Just like that. Okay, so we got a single shot sniper. We have a crude revolver, which I should just use as our main for now. So I got the most ammo on it. We got this 9mm that we'll probably get rid of as soon as we get a submachine gun. And then just try and start stockpiling 9mm. The other thing I might do is keep the 9mm if it actually does more damage than the 32, and then get a submachine gun for the 32. Got some store some 5mm here. Let's see, go to junk. I'm probably not going to save the books. I'm probably just going to sell the books because they're worth like 100 tickets. At least it weighs nothing. Okay, so let's see. We have asbestos. That's worth a bit of money. That's worth a bit of money. So that. Tin cans. Oh, 5mm is only worth 1. Yeah, I'm going to want to save the 45s then. Fusion cells are worth 3. 5mm is really worth so little. Might be a bit harder to find though. And service rifle I think is 303. I don't know how often we'll find fusion cell. Like, we started finding it all over the place in 4, towards the end. Not so sure about this one. We're gonna go cook what we can. I'll leave the rest there, I suppose. Guess I can get a... I don't know, a couple really light items we can cook later.
Stop running around like a cock.
Maybe you should actually do something. Carrot planter. Oh, yeah, some money. Brahmin burger. Just need potato, razor grain, and meat. Okay, so we have an omelet. Okay. Anything that we have excess, we'll just drop here. No, I wouldn't drop the beer. Oops. Keep one thing aside or on, I suppose. And lurk eggs because they weigh 1 whole pound. Moldy food. I think we need that for Ken's. I have 3 stim packs. It's amazing. Sugar. I'll just leave the tea bags here because certainly we have to make do something with that, right? Maybe it's under beverage. Dirty Wastelander, pasteurized milk. Well, maybe not. It's like, I have tea bags and it's shown as 8, so surely we can do something with it, right? No. No, we cannot have tea. Alright.
Rule. Where did you come from?
I know we really haven't done a whole lot, but just so I don't have to redo this in case we get a crash or something, I'm just gonna go ahead and rest for like an hour. And anything that goes onto the death counter will be legitimate deaths, not not the whole, oh, well, the game crashed, so we're counting as a death. Because we gotta restart all over again. We're not doing that. Okay. There's nothing in any of these, right? Sometimes there's like suitcases and stuff on these. So we can take on some midden lurks if we maintain proper distance. We just gotta be careful of like ghouls and stuff. Okay, so got a little bit of Aster. Wild nut fruit. Emergency food. Not just beers, cold beers. So radiation ranges seem to be pretty wild around here. What you don't want to do is end up in the river. That'll pretty much kill you. So much rads. 115. 115 a second. squirrel bits. Fishing rod. Maybe just because it was like it's all intended to be like a starting area of sorts. I was actually surprised not to see any of these midden lurks, as they call them, popping up around where the eggs are. Take some of the stuff and sell it. And then just kind of pretty much spend a good chunk of our time exploring the area, looking for light enemies we could probably take on. Because stat-wise, we're not that bad in endurance. We have a base of 5, but everything is hitting us pretty dang hard. Certainly help if we could get better armor, but everything's so gosh darn expensive. So I need to keep an eye out for like conkers and stuff, just so I can have extra food. I did take the lead belly this time, since we don't have anything like settlements to really help and supplement us. We're already so full. Oh. Churchill, where are you? Never around when I need him. Ah, there he is. Okay, good, we did it. go to the merchant over here. Eventually. It's gotta be a little cautious when it wants to act this way. Let's see. Here. That's right. Well, we got another stim pack. Kind of a good thing I came back. It's just Jordan's voice. It always gets me.
Can't find it elsewhere. Take a look.
Sell that. Sell that.
There. Nothing like a.
Hang on to that. Hang on to that. Plastic and spring. Well, I do need springs, so.
Swim in our Thames to anything. Take a look.
Sell you those. Need some more 303. Only 32 at this time. It weighs nothing, so I'm going to hang on to it for now unless I'm really strapped for cash. Cap sells for 24. But I might need to take on something that I'm not quite ready to.
Until next time.
I guess I could also just take everything that she has and sell it back to her. I'm not going to. I'm going to save that for another time when we might need to. Oh, not this one. Over here. Down the Furman's boat. Okay, so I don't actually have to talk to the kid again. Cost at 10, I guess. Cheeseweed. Okay. It's over here. Oh, nothing yet. Hidden lurk. You know what? I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna take a look at the rifle. Oh, never mind. Cool. I knew this rifle would be handy. But I think we died to one of those rack stags because they just have a lot more health than my 9mm dish shot. We got some leather, we got a little bit of food. Everything's a little bit tougher in this one. I'm not seeing like a min lurk just out and about. So we're probably fine. This is probably gonna go horrible. I missed somehow. Of course, these guys don't actually drop any meat. Really? Maybe I'm just not aiming like right on them. Gotta be like center of mass or something. Like absolutely have to be. Okay, so you're actually maxed out. I'll be getting lots of eggs for this anyway. Really? You know what? We'll just do melee. Okay, still good. I think I just threw in the eggs I was supposed to pop. Yeah, so those are indeed still full up on radiation. I could probably continue on, but we're gonna head back to our base camp, drop some stuff off, leave behind anything that we don't really need, and then we will, I guess we'll see what he found first. I'm guessing he grabbed it. Which brings us back over here. This is fine because we can drop off all the eggs. First. We make one more omelet. Omelet. Just so we can get a little bit of experience. We can drop off the leather and everything else. Oh yeah, I still have this. Okay, we're gonna leave behind all these drugs we're definitely not gonna be using anytime soon. Leave behind the Nuka-Cola as well. Clarity, imagination, highlights living targets. Gives intelligence for like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. Intelligence and perception. I mean, I guess, but... I have enough food. That's healing. Since we're here, we'll just do full rest. I'm sure you found something, Churchill, but I kinda don't care unless it's something really good. Let me get better at aiming. Some of it, not all of it, but some of it is just kind of the choppiness that we get sometimes. That makes it a little hard to like stay on target. But ultimately I just gotta get better at aiming. I don't need any more radiation than I already have. Alright, let's see what hazards await us. Probably more mitten works.
What the?
Well, I got some of them. Okay, I was to worry about them from being up top too, it looks like. Okay, let's throw on some armor while we can. And we don't even have the piece that we need. Of course. Hold on to that. Is it right leg or left leg that I need? Left leg. I do want to go into, like, gunsmithing, but also we'll go for rifleman eventually, just not yet. I'm thinking we should probably go in lead belly, taking the last radiation, possibly. Where is the pistols? Gun nut. Gunslinger, there are. Yeah, we got Churchill. He's not super helpful, but we can use him to carry stuff. And I learned the hard way that he does not instant revive after combat. Like if he goes down and you finish combat by finishing off all enemies in the area, normally like Dogmeat would get back up. You wouldn't have to stim pack him. Churchill, you have to. There's one more guy around here, at least. And everything hurts. One more somewhere around here. Probably in the upper levels or something. Close enough to hear us. Let's see. You, Churchill? Opening up doors? Making me nervous? Bottles, 45. Can't open that. Eventually I'll be able to go a bit treasure hunting. Can actually pick up like the lock picking skills we need. Probably up there. Okay, so he had a shotgun. Get him, Churchill. Oh. Got that one anyway. I don't see any movement from over there, but I'm sure there's one more person up there. Just one of the beginning areas that I kind of have to go and raid to try and get some resources and, even more importantly, some experience. Because I have a feeling this game's going to be pretty brutal. At least with Fallout 4, you can kind of mitigate it a little bit with the Sanctuary. Just go and build a bunch of stuff. Level up a couple times. Fiberglass. Why so much? Wood. That's not what I pressed it on. Give me the sniper rifle. Hands me pistol. No, not that. Oh. Maybe. Oh. It will not let me. Not sure if I just missed or a bit of geometry. At least I know where they are. Meantime, your ammo. Pot of tea. Sure. T10. Sugar. Really? That looked like it should have hit. Alright, one more try, otherwise I'm just going to do close quarters. Because I'd rather not get too close. I think she has a shotgun. Come on. Okay. So I pretty much have to make everything center of mass. Probably around that. Sure. Or maybe I got her. Might be someone else. Maybe over there. Oh. I had a grenade. Is that fire? Oh, yes, it is. Probably. We made him extra crispy. And I think he was a fishman, too. That's an exit. Mushy peas. Well, I mean, it's food. Mod was a bit of a pain to get working, but seems to be working pretty good so far. What's that? Lead? Boatfly meat. So they're all fishmen. Spike armor. Some hard hats. Well, at least they have some 9mm. Left leg. I think that's the one piece I'm missing, right? Can't open that. Gotta spend a perk point on that. And I kinda need other things first, like, they can better use for pistols. Blowtorch. Ah, that's expert. Look at all that potentially good loot. I want to come back. I wish I could go treasure hunter like immediately, but with how little damage some of my stuff does against some very particularly nasty things that I've already come across, yeah. I need to invest into combat stuff first. A lot of green tea. Villager's tea. This is kind of cool, though. I like how they added a little animation to it, everything. A single ticket. I got a single dollar. Nothing in here, right? Just paint. And what else? A box cutter. Does that count as a weapon? Yes, it does. Come here, I'm gonna cut you with a box cutter. Crackers, cooking pan, pipe. Probably a weapon. I guess that's everything I can pretty much carry, right? Yeah. Should invest more points into strength. And get the strong back perk if I can at some point. The only thing is that getting to some of the merchants is a little bit of a pain. London, a place where everything hates you. I've only found solace in the towns, nowhere else. I tried making use of some armed guards from a merchant by luring some ghouls over. And I was firing at the ghouls, and they decide I must be an enemy. So they tried shooting at me. It's not a fun time. Glow leaf. Okay. It's a new item. Items. Kinda neat. You can now actually climb ladders. I just don't like having to climb these tree branches. Let's see. And the water may as well be lava, because it does like 115 radiation points a second. Okay. So around... Where are they? Where'd the merchant go?
If you're buying, I'm... Take a look.
Say that. One of those. So, it's just a cracker box, not actual crackers. Yeah, I guess I'll sell it. What have we got? Let's get some more of these.
See, they call us sea devils. Warriors of the deep. Monsters. Can't they just leave us alone?
Well, I mean, some of you were hooligans trying to, I don't know, raid passing caravans that probably don't exist out here. I've only seen the one. What was it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's ghouls. They're basically humans that were over-irradiated that somehow still survived. I found another variation of one that they called, what was it? Can't think of the name. But basically it was like all nature and had like roots and stuff. Spriggan, that's what it was. And that thing, I like barely made a dent in its health. Because I have another objective here where it's like, oh yeah, you can just go meet up with Swan, this quest right here. Go visit the Vagabonds. And so it was like all the way over here. It's like, oh, well then this means that at least some of this is still beginning area, right? I was coming across, there's like a pack of foxes, 2 Spriggans, they're fast as hell, pretty tanky, and they killed me in like 2 hits. So, that's not happening for a while. Anything actually here? No. But this is like an entire mod for Fallout 4 that changes the game entirely. Entirely new locale, some new items and stuff, some new textures. It took a little while to get everything up and going. Because I was doing a Fallout 4 playthrough originally, I had to wait until I finished that because I did a little bit of research. Because you needed to downgrade back to the version just before the whole Enclave and everything that was added on in response to the success of the Fallout show. Because once you do that, you have to also disable the cloud save and change out quite a few files to get everything working. And I had several crashes, but it seems to be pretty stable now. I'll see if I can work with a couple things after I get done with this stream, and see if I can smooth out like the game a bit more, so we don't have as much stutter and then lag and all that. Certainly helped me out on the gameplay aside, but so far, with as little as I've done in it, I'm actually enjoying it quite a bit. I changed a lot. It's still taking a little while to get used to some of the stuff, like what they call certain items and stuff. But other than that, come back here and loot for all their weapons and everything again. So, like in the Fallout games, the currency is bottle caps. In this one, you can still get some bottle caps, but they're just scrap now. The currency of London Waste, or whatever they call it, is tickets. And they brought back some of the older mechanics from like Fallout 2 and 1, like beginning traits. It's like ours is 4 eyes and gifted. We take a hit on perception until we get glasses, which we already have. Then we get I think a +1. So we have 4 eyes. Gain +1 perception when wearing glasses, but lose 1 perception when you don't have them. Gifted, which gives us a +1 to all specials, where we suffer 15% experience gain, which isn't normally that bad. We just took Gunslinger so we can actually start doing some damage. Lab Rat, which will take 30% more damage in combat. So this game is a little bit more brutal at the beginning, because there's this, and there was another bad perk that we start off with just outside of the base tutorial, where we get a -30 to all damage that we deal. And since there doesn't seem to be any settlement building, at least not yet, we took Lead Belly, Scrounger, so we can find some more munition in the containers, Ticket Collector, so we can buy and sell just a little bit better, and then Toughness, because, well, we're already taking more damage. Let's reduce that a little bit. And if I can't take another one in pistols, I'll probably take one in Rifleman. But I don't know if it's going to be more like close quarter combat, like taking place in buildings a lot more, or there's going to be enough combat outside that Rifleman will really shine. And we're already full. Stay there. Carry anything? Maybe? No, you cannot. Okay. Alright, so... Okay, we are hungry, so I gotta eat something else first. Okay, put it on there. We're gonna exit out, re-enter the menu because sometimes it won't take and give us the effects that we're supposed to be getting from it. That was a problem I'd have occasionally in survival on Fallout 4. It wasn't usually a big deal in that one, but I also had settlements to help supplement everything. So. Alright. Anything else we can take? Hard hats, maybe? Go back, trade, get some more tickets, get maybe a little bit more 303. Was lucky that the 303 that we picked up already had a scope, and it's a pretty advanced scope too. Something you can't normally craft early on. There another one that was just like it, that was a shotgun, but it kind of sucked. It had a scope so you could scan, which was fine, but it's a bolt action shotgun. And so you'd fire, and then you have to wait through the entire bolt action, which is a really long animation, before you could fire again. So I am going to be keeping one of the double-barreled shotguns. It's pretty good close quarters, but hopefully I won't have to rely on it too often. We do finally have full armor. We should be able to improve it once we get back to our starting area. There's an armorer's bench. Okay. There I thought there was something that could actually attack me. Just from the sound. I do hope there's not too much platforming, like over the river, waters that act like the river. Let's see.
Thames Haven, you are my pride. Come see what I've got. Take a look.
And Thames Haven was a bit of a rough start too. There's a lot of radiation. Quite a few enemies. Enemies aren't that bad, but it's mostly the radiation. And there's no way to avoid that radiation. You have to go through it. Alright, is there any difference between the two? Not really. So I saw that one. It is 14. 31. Yeah, we're keeping the revolver. Saw that. That. I'll just take all the 303. Wow, she actually has plasma cartridges and a fusion core. Not that I'm anywhere near to affording it, but... to... Increases heal rate. Okay. And... Pot of green tea. Cures all addictions. Oh, roids. I'll hang on to one. I'll sell the rest. Charisma and luck. That's going to be for a very particular situation if we ever come across one where we have to talk our way through. I don't know how much I want to put into charisma. Okay. Now, Churchill.
Kind does have two eyes.
Yeah. 26. I don't know if it can be improved,
That's
so I'm
right.
gonna have him hang on to that for now.
What can I help you find? Take a look.
Things were really expensive early on. Stim packs were like 400 tickets or something like that, I think. Super expensive. Oh, before I do, what have I got? I got a hooligan right arm. One of those. Hang on to it for now. And then with the left arm.
Take a look.
Wait, she has a beer bottle. Jin, what does Jin do? Increases max HP by 25, gives you 1 strength, you lose intelligence though. Ladybird gland. Okay. See some of this other stuff that we haven't laid eyes on yet. Service rifle. That does 40. 46. No stock. Long barrel. 303 and short recon scope. Standard receiver, everything is full. Half bullet. Iron sights. I don't really understand the half bullet thing. Weird. I plan on picking one up eventually. Shape charge, it's a missile launcher. Stim packs. So they're like 144. They were, I don't know, like 180 or something like that before I got the perk. Tactical converted crude rifle. 46. Which we pretty much already have. Discount. Okay, so. And zombie. Charisma strength, but lose intelligence. Let's see. Do I have a right of way? Oh, yes, I have 3. Okay, so I'm going to take a slightly more dangerous route, just to kind of show it off a little bit and how bad the water can be. It is like, if you fall at all anywhere into the river, you're pretty much going to die. Oh. So I actually managed not to get radiation. Alright. So 169. Just because I'm going to end up using a rad away anyway. 169 rads a second. And because this is basically Fallout 4 in terms of main rules, that also reduces my max HP. So radiation is far more dangerous in Fallout 4 than it is in Fallout 3 and New Vegas. 1, it's kind of a non-issue except for one spot, and then 2, it's much more annoying, but it's not necessarily like the most dangerous thing you have to worry about, typically. This is all pretty much just to gear up to take a boat ride, get shot at by some bandits that I cannot take cover from, and I don't know how many more level ups I'm going to need for even attempting it, if I'm being honest. Okay, so I'm going to drop all those. I mean, I'm starting to get a pretty nice arsenal. We have 244 32 rounds, so I'm definitely going to be using this a lot. And it's not bad. I could get some more upgrades to it, though. I kind of need to level up at least one more time. I could probably throw into Gun Nut. Yeah, I also added a couple of new ones, like this Long Haul. If you're over encumbered and you will no longer be able to, or you will be able to fast travel instead of being stopped from it. And merchants will pay you an extra 5% more. But I can't really do that in survival. So this will probably be the one that we go for next, if not a combat perk. And let's see. We should probably go ahead and take that rat away. Eat the sardines. Eat something else that normally gives us rads, I guess. Maybe not that, but it's fine. Oh, now we feel ill, so we gotta take that, which means we gotta drink even more water. Okay, and then we're gonna sleep for like 9 hours, and probably have to eat and sleep, or eat and drink again. But sleeping is the only way for us to save. Technically, we can do an exit save, but that'll only save that particular spot until we return again. And the moment we die, it goes back to the very last time we slept. We have tons of drugs we could go sell too, which I'm thinking about doing. But not quite yet. Like, there's this thing here that would normally be what you use to build settlements. But since it's not interactable, maybe. Doesn't really matter. Alright, well, it healed a majority of our radiation.
Hello there, human. It's you. What are you doing here? The surface world gets louder and louder.
Oh, I guess I'll just have to get on the boat. Okay.
Each day.
Unfortunately, we're going to be stationary. We're probably going to end up dying.
Off we go. I'll have to drop you off at the embankment on the other side.
You know what? I'm going to check. Okay, we do have it equipped. Making sure we got our Molotovs.
With the hole in the Thames barrier, it's too risky to transport the three of us across such choppy waters. I'll pick up Archie, and we'll meet you at the dock.
Hold on. I'm going to use a stim pack. We might actually be able to survive through this. It's unlikely, but we can try. Stim pack. Where is it? Where? Which ones? We'll use the crit. I'd like to stay alive if I can. Yeah, at least it's just a shotgun. Or are we gonna go at some point? Yeah. Dang. Last stim pack. If I have to use one more, I'm just gonna die. Hey! What?
Watch out for the defenses.
Okay. Clip through the frickin' boat. Technically, I did everything right. But we legitimately died, even if it wasn't fair. Oh well. Told the game I wasn't going to use another stim pack. Game. Fine. Delete. I'm getting a little bit better at aiming with this, though.
Timsaven, you are my pride and joy.
Okay, so... I forgot to use a cigarette. Cigarettes give us bonus experience by like 5%. Are we gonna get started?
Off we go.
Survives the raiders.
On the other side.
Frickin' clips through the boat and drowns. I couldn't even move.
With the helm in the Thames barrier.
I was still technically locked in place.
Across such choppy waters. I'll pick up Archie, and we'll meet you at the dock.
Pops up. Can't get a clear shot. We'll just use the crit here. Doing a bit better now. Well, I mean, it landed. No, cancel that. I need a stem. Missed.
Watch out for the beefeaters.
Why? It's like right there. We were doing much better that time too. I will give it one more attempt, otherwise we're just going to go off and do something else. But at least the game didn't crash. Stop kicking me off the boat.
Off we go. I'll have to drop you off at the embankment. On the other side. There's a storm coming. With the helm in the Thames barrier. It's too risky to transport the three of us across such choppy waters. I'll pick up Archie, and we'll meet you at the dock.
Oops. Alright, how's our health doing? We're fine. Okay, I guess... No, I guess we did do it. Alright. Take that one out. Damn. Might die before I can actually get it off. Also. Alright, that one was a legitimate death. We didn't get dropped off that time. Okay, so the boat is a little bit of RNG. All across London, as a result of hyperinflation, underground travel tickets became the most commonly used currency after they were tied to the price of water. So not unlike bottle caps.
Do you smell that? It's the Thames calling to us. Off we go.
Okay, try this one more time.
I'll have to drop you off at the embankment. On the other side. There's a storm coming. With the howl in the Thames barrier. It's too risky to transport the three of us across such choppy waters. I'll pick up Archie, and we'll meet you at the dock.
And then we got crippled. So of course we did. You're forgetting to use the cigarette. You know what? Okay, we're not going to be in vats. Leave me alone. Me.
We'll have the nearest way to Tower Bridge.
No, no, no. Why does it keep doing this?
Watch out for the defenses.
Let me up. Let me up. No. I tried. I'm still like stuck in place because of like some kind of cinematic or something. But alright. So now we know. I'll have to look into oh, and there's the game crash. Well, I have to save that crash log for later, see what's causing that. Because it might also be related to the quest. Maybe, maybe not. Well... see if I can get it going again, and if so, we'll just stay on land, go somewhere else. But the good news is, I know I am technically strong enough to make it through there. I need stem packs, but I can.
After an attack is over and the all clear has been sounded, arrangements will be made as soon as possible to treat any people who are ill or injured. Listen to your radio. Details will be given about what to do, when to do it, and how. If anyone dies while you are kept in your fallout room, move the body to another room in the house. Label the body with name and address, and cover it as tightly as possible in polythene, paper, sheets, or blankets. Tie a second card to the covering. The radio will advise you what to do about taking the body away for burial. If, however, you have had a body in the house for more than 5 days, and if it is safe to go outside, then you should bury the body for the time being in a trench or cover it with earth and mark the spot of the burial.
Alright, we'll try it. See if the game crashes doing anything else. And here I was thinking that everything was going fine and maybe just the one quest, but no. Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job on like their intro and everything. Made like a little custom one, not having any context as to what the story is or anything like that, so I kind of just copied theirs so we could play at the beginning of it, all these streams whenever I can actually get it to work. But Fallout tends to be a relatively bleak and dark-humored series. Or probably a little bit less so, but there's still a bit of dark humor in there. Like, Nate, there's like a little side quest you can do where you just like repaint the side of a baseball stadium. And there's a guy that's really obsessed with like baseball and stuff who's like the caretaker of it. He has very little concept of what baseball actually was. And so you can just sit there and do like a... It doesn't tell you, which is the bad part, on what exactly word for word you're going to say. But I think it's a sarcastic response. Oh yeah, and the batters would go up into the stands and beat the audience. That's why it was called a spectator sport. Just trying to mess with them. And you can almost convince Piper, one of the companions, so that's actually how baseball was played. Because apparently they've all been living in this baseball stadium, but they don't know what baseball is. They just have a very rough idea. Okay. I'm guessing that there's not too much else I can do here. And there's supposed to be like this entire thing. So basically we're just going across this little river, and he's supposed to drop us here. It's supposed to be a storm later on, and then he's supposed to take us wherever he found a kid that we kind of came across, trying to figure out who or what we are. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything else I can do over there. So I guess we could try and make our way there, maybe? Or... started heading that way thinking that it might be something else to do, but nothing that can give us experience. Just more loot for funds, I guess. Still not strong enough to take on goals, I think. That guy with his two companions is just kind of useless. They just kind of stand around, do nothing. If I honestly thought I could take them on in combat, I'd take their stuff. But I know I can't. Can't hardly take on dogs. That requires advanced. I guess that's another thing I could invest in. Lockpicking. Just go up one perk for advanced. And then it's going to be a while before I can get expert anyway. Or maybe it was adept. I can't remember how many levels there are. I think there's 4. Oh. No. Okay, I'm at least on the wall. It's funny, it says that they're enemies, but it's not highlighting. do need experience, but this might also make... There's a small chance this might make the other guards and stuff around here better. Just to be safe. Single ticket. Some ammo. Me out, Churchill. That one probably just fell straight in, right? Yeah. Yep, not recovering that one. But hey, we got 4 tickets. Maybe something around here. Ooh. A lead pipe. Gotta rebuild the crit meter anyway. Oh, I guess not. Oh sure, that one only takes 1 shot, the other one was a freaking tank. Took 2 at least. Some brain fungus. At least I have lots of ammo for this revolver. One of the few saving graces. I don't know if there's actually anything on that boat or not. Probably not worth jumping on just yet. Okay. What did you find? Yes? Yes, I see it. It's a boat. I don't see any way to get on and off safely, so No. I fall in water, I die. You really want me to jump on this boat? I see no good way to get back here. Maybe we get power armor with a jetpack or something. Until then. And that was where we were already at, right? Yeah. Okay, so we didn't have too much combat. A couple of dogs that we can kind of jank a bit. And then some rag roaches. These stray dogs killed me like 2-3 times. Is that by that point I don't have a gun. Survival difficulty. Damage, cripple, all that. It's not a fun time. Supposed to do it to save Churchill. I just let Churchill save himself. He was entirely capable. What? I think the game's breaking on us. We didn't even take drugs. Well. But imagine if this was the effect you got while you did take drugs. If this happened like right after I took like one of the drugs that they have, like roids or something, I would probably believe it, but ow. I have no idea what I'm doing. Thank you, Churchill. I think something critically failed, but somehow not a game crash. Oh, hey. Everything's just dark now. And somehow, not dead. Maybe. Maybe. If we keep going this way, will things return back to normal? feel like the game is actively telling me to not progress. They have somehow consumed all the light from the world, except for like a few spots here and there. Maybe. Huh. Well, that's interesting. If I look only in one direction, everything's fine. The world is fine. But when I turn, when I was thinking of doing a challenge run of like survival, this was not what I had in mind. I kind of feel like this is one of those moments where if I wasn't capturing this, oh hey, we can at least kind of look where we want to go. That people probably wouldn't believe me. Huh. So only very specific angles. And maybe it changes depending on certain light sources. Interesting. Okay. I bumped my head, and now I see colors. Wait. So only some of the time it depends on which way I'm facing, and other times it just doesn't matter. This is very strange. The textures are broken, but they're also fine. Huh. I was gonna try and just, like, gun it over here, but with this on top of everything. Okay, you know what? Let's try and, exiting out. I'll just try exit out to the main menu and then go back in. Maybe that'll fix it. Rather doubt it, but maybe. I might have to close out the entire app and reopen it. Wandering around London was dangerous enough. Now I can't see. Ah. Nope. Okay. Just gonna exit out entirely. And, I might have to kill myself. If I have to kill myself in order to reset it, I'm not gonna count that. By the time I get everything to actually work as intended, there's always a chance that the save might be so scuffed I have to just start from the very beginning. But at least I have knowledge.
An attack is...
Okay, so that was going to be the same thing. And I don't have any other saves to go to. If I'm going to be killed, at least let it be because of legitimate combat. Not like, oh, I fell through the belt somehow, and I'm stuck here, so I can't leave. Is the struggle of this world merely a pleasant game for you? Do you long for a more brutal and realistic approach? Survival mode may be for you. Everything hates you. At least everything hates me. But you know what? It wouldn't have been fair otherwise. It's just, even if I continued on, it obviously would not be very entertaining to watch nothing but black and some light and some broken stuff. Maybe? Nope, I think we're scuffed. I think we are legitimately scuffed. And it was at this moment Fallout London became a psychological horror. I'm going to progress as far as I can. If I die, I'm not necessarily going to count it, because at this point I'm just going to put it to... I can't see anything. At least I can still use VATS. Maybe if I die, it'll reset enough of stuff. Corner cow. Can see nothing. Don't worry, I'm just as confused as everyone else as to what I'm seeing. Oh goody, lines. Wait, give me back to mine. Alright, we managed to kill something. I take that back, 2 things. Oh hey. And then everything decided to work. There's another one of those beacons we probably would have been able to use at some point. I don't know if there's a settlement building. I'm thinking there might be. It's just everything's already pre-dictated by those spots. Rebuilding our crit meter. But at long last, we can see. Sometimes just persevering and forcing the game to do what you want it to do. But sometimes it just works. I don't know why. But yeah. Where is it? Where's the dough? It's not there now. Where'd it go? What's this? Can't really see that. Doesn't really help. Good enough, I guess. I was gonna say, there's no way that those are unguarded. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to at least fight one. Might end up aggroing both. But... Really? Leave him alone. The doggo is safe. Kind of. I thought there was another one. Looks like a suitcase. Bug plant. Got bug fruit. I wonder if I should be concerned about those. Okay, so looks like it was a town. Fertilizer, bags of fertilizer, bag of cement. Verity Classic, Broid. Those for 75. You know what? Sure. Just to sell if nothing else. Fertilizer and plastic. Corpse cabbage fruit. Glass. Steel. Okay, so all I need is some plastic and I can start making drugs. Cod fodder. Alright, what is a cod fodder? Gives us agility, endurance, and rad resistance. Apple tree. So yeah, this definitely was a settlement at one time. And it still is. Oh, God. Just making sure it's not on this side. Stand pack. Okay, the door is locked. Okay, so right around here. Churchill found an enemy. Sure he did. I'm just gonna let the dog handle that. Maybe not. And the mine managed to not go off, apparently. I guess I didn't throw it too far. Free tickets. Farm all the XP we can. I'm gonna leave some scrap here just in case. Because maybe there is settlement building. Or settlement management of some sort. Dang. Okay, we're going to store all the excess of this. Over in here. Since I can only carry so much anyway. I'll save the rest of those little midden lurks there. This thing's lit up, so probably some stronger enemies in it. Kind of helps to load it. Okay, so we got 109. Alright, well, it's dead. Single 303. A slight refund. South Tunnel. Jack Tar, Jack Tar. Machine gun turret. I didn't see any beds. But given everything we've gone through, I would very much like to save before I proceed on. Got some weird visuals there for a bit. No beds, eh? No beds. What's in here? Tin cans. Literally have like everything else for a settlement. A little bit of food. Dead Brahmin. Straw plant, I guess. Did we collect this? We did not. Despite everything, no bed. Some doctor leaves. And we got some people thinking that they're pirates or something. Which my only concern is, other than them actually having really good guns, which is not necessarily a bad thing, is them being able to use cannons. Cheeseweed. Sounds like something I would expect for a drug to be called. Plunger. Oh, they're just mannequins. Well, there might be someone by the bridge. Over there in that building, maybe. And they may not be friendly. Also, it'd be kind of nice to know if that area that we came from has sorted itself out or not. This way. So the big horners were friendly. Everything seems to be fine so far. Keep my distance from them. Corpse cabbage. Start making a little bit of heroin, I guess. I feel like I'm being... Ah! Oh, okay. I'm just in a storm. I'm getting high off of radiation, I guess. At least I can kind of see what's going on. I don't even know if I'm taking the right way or not. Yeah, I think I am. I was gonna say, I feel like I'm being cursed, and in a way, I am. I barely know where I'm going. It's a car. Ah. Oh, God!
Mind the gap and all. Stop running around like a cock.
I can't help it, I can't see. Okay. His insult cured us. Maybe. What a weird night. Okay, so since I can't do the boat, because I will always just die from falling off the boat, apparently. Can I go and try and take on those pirates, considering I don't end up going through, that weird texture or lighting fail, whatever it
Go
was.
quietly, a little close for comfort, mate.
I need to invest into more action points. That I definitely need to do, especially if we end up having various graphical glitches like that, where it's like, I can't see what's going on, but there's a chance I might be able to play through it. Somehow survived 2 dogs without being able to see. Thankfully those big corners are friendly. Oh look, more cheese weed. So I'm not sure what was causing issues, but something was. I'm gonna pick up some of this blight. Maybe it's gonna be helpful, maybe it won't. I don't know. What else over here? Nope. Nope. Guys actually have to jump up these stairs. Doors inaccessible. Now we're arrested. We, at least for now, don't seem to have graphical stuff going on. I think they already harvested that. I think the dumpster, razor grain, sure. I think we checked this one, didn't we? Yeah. Nothing in the dumpster. Okay, so we do have graves. We have 3 graves. So this was probably a territory of a faction. All of which we have, like, no real knowledge of. there even anything here? I can't access that. So, possibly no? Whiskey, whiskey. Nothing. Interesting. So there's someone or something clearly alive. Not enter there. I really don't care about harvesting it. But the XP, it is that much closer. Well, I mean, you're kind of just screwed. You might barely be able to survive a blast, but then you're pretty much screwed. Trash can. 5mm. 5mm seems surprisingly common. We'll just wait for a little bit, do a little bit of recon, see about how many guns we're going to have on us. Okay, got the Molotov. There's at least 4. Let's see if I can get a better angle somewhere. I mean, kinda. Okay, I'm gonna go and take a quick bio break. And then we'll see how well this attempt at a firefight goes. Alright, let's see if I can get good angle on this. Oh, there's one more. Wish I could get like on top of this or something. The problem is that such little angle on them. I have to worry about geometry. So I don't want to get seen. And I missed. Alright. We're gonna slink away. Seems like I have a little bit less room to work with as far as actually landing for hits. But it could just be just me. Because we do have a couple little quirks going on with the game where sometimes I have a bit of lag and stuff. Okay, well, that one hit. See, that one I feel like should have hit. Maybe not like killed, but hit.
Enemy sighted. Get up here, you Vildra. Where he longs. Oh, this is sailor.
Ow. I don't know this is a faction. I don't know they're just like a special kind of raider or what. I've decided I was gonna farm them for something. Whether it's just experience. Oh hey, tickets. Or resources. What if that had come from over there? I don't see anyone else. I also had one person charging at us from here. Really? That didn't count. So these guys aren't super well equipped, it looks like. Tire iron. Boat swing. right there. Man. It's not giving it to me. You know what? Screw it. We're playing with like the most minuscule of angles. Well, if I can kind of thread the needle a little bit. I don't know if that's going to reach or not. Oh, it did. They're both down. Nice. We're so close to another level up. As long as we don't get screwed over on something. Cutty Shark. Okay, so there's Gun Nut. Gunslinger. We can get another 40% damage and have increased range. Like I eventually want to go towards like Commando, but with how little we have as far as strength and all that, we'll probably have to stick to single shot weapons, or at least semi-auto. And eventually I am going to go towards, so we can actually start getting upgrades and stuff. The alternative is, if we can find a vendor that just happens to carry a bunch of the mods, if we can just buy the mods from him, then it's not as necessary. What I wish I could have caught is the fact that Gifted, if you already have like max 10 intelligence, does not just cap you at 10. It'll actually push you past into 11. So I could have used that point somewhere else, like perception or strength or something. Also, we only have a luck of 2 because that's minimum for Gifted. I usually play low luck when it comes to the first-person shooters. I've learned my lesson with the older Fallouts, Fallout 1 and 2. I will not play low luck with those unless maybe speedrun or something, like I'm trying to do as like a speedrun strat. That's about it. Regenerate 25% faster. And then regenerate 50% faster. Tempting. So it does not give you increased action points now. So, let's see. Gunslinger, we're going to go for Gunslinger 2. And we'll see what we can take from the ship. Perhaps.
Dig it, lads. Scranning on civvy tonight, sailor.
I'm just going to throw it. Ah, I missed him just by a little bit. Might be 2. Maybe. Oh, that's actually enter it. I don't want to do that. So these are just bottles. I mean, they say that, but...
Fuck's sake. Don't have time for idlers.
Looks like
That sounds like it'd be something important.
keep an eye out. There still may be choppy waters ahead.
So it's like at least one. Be more on the left flank though. Are they using a musket or something? Man, I'm really thirsty. Lead ball. Short round musket pistol. I mean, I guess. $138 damage. So in theory, this should one-shot people. At low level, at least. What the hell? Who needs things like modern firearms? Just musket ball. All you need. Well, if I ever need to assassin someone, I can just take that and then swap over and use a crit. It should pretty much guarantee most people being killed, I would think. Especially if you get the sneak attack bonus. Automatic crude. Large magazine. So we're talking about like 30 rounds. Oops. 40 rounds. Okay, well we're gonna stick with the revolver for now. Just tell me there's not enough water to give radiation. Okay. Probably that guy. Nope. Let's see.
Huh?
Oh, I didn't even have to worry about crippling its legs. Never mind. Okay. Alright, anything else around here? Stem pack, some pencils, golden can. Chance that this crashes the game, but we'll see. Common Cuddy Sark questions. bathroom. When sitting behind the desk, the bathroom will be to your right-hand side. Remember to be kind when customers ask these types of questions. What year is the Cutty Sark built? The date is 22 November 1869. Can we touch the ship? Yes. You can direct the customers to the staff outside the building to give the customers a tour on the deck of the ship. Corrupted. Refreshments. Kindly let the customers know that we unfortunately do not allow any food or drinks inside the building or on top of the Cutty Sark. Okay. New employees. Hello everyone. We have hired 2 new members and will be joining us next week. These members are Jenna at the help desk and John for maintenance. Time to get that damn wall fixed. Hello everyone. Good news. Results came in earlier today confirming that we have passed the inspection. Now I think we can all agree it's time to hire someone to make sure the place does not fall apart, as it has been the last few years. Thank you all for the great work. We passed, somehow. As we have discussed, the British Safety Council will be here tomorrow regarding the leak we have had in the wall closet to the river. Or closer to the river. I know all we have really done was patch up the leakage with some cement and Prilladog, but that we'll have to do until the inspectors leave. Just make sure you hide away the Prilladog before the inspector comes. Let's just hope for the best. I have received multiple complaints that the customer can smell dog food at the staircase. I guess you tried the Prilladog mixture. Just tell them that, this must be the river water next door or something. Just find a good excuse for now. And wall leakage. We managed to find some quick dry cement to try and stop the leakage in the wall. If you need something to act as a plug for the leak, Thomas contacted our friends at the Courthouse Hotel, and they said mixing Prilladog food with some cork can work. Do whatever needs to be done, just stop this. Bank corrupted. Quick messenger. We need help. Whoa, slow down. What's going on? We have water leak in our building. We need a solution. Quick, calm down. I have an idea. Last week, I had a major water leak in the bathroom at home. You wouldn't believe it, but I actually mixed cork with some Prilladog. Yes, it worked. Before you ask, it might just smell like Prilladog for a few days, but totally worth it. Well, if it works, it works. I guess we really don't have any other option. Thanks. Okay, nothing too meaningful. Oh hey, cork. I still had some just lying around. Anything there? No. Nothing. It's like there better not be any of those, basically my alerts, mid alerts, that's what they're calling them. Some sets. Safe. Oh hey, it's actually novice level. Stimpaks. Nice. What was the name given to Cutty Sark in 1895 when Ferreria and Company brought Cutty Sark in 1895? They renamed the ship Ferreria. The ship was renamed again in 1922 when Copenhagen Econal C. Navigal, probably botched that, bought it. They named it Maria del Amparo. This ownership was brief, however, and Captain Wilfred Delman brought it back to Britain in 1922, restoring it and giving it its original name. Clipper is used to refer to a fast-sailing ship with 3 masts and a square rig. The word comes from clip, meaning to move swiftly or at a fast pace. Because the ship was designed and built to transport tea, it is known as a tea clipper. However, Cutty Sark actually transported a wide range of goods during her time on the seas. Tea clippers were also known as China clippers, as they made the route between Europe and the East Indies. Cutty Sark is one of the only surviving tea clippers. Bringing the Brits their coveted tea. And then we killed them. I almost missed this. Single cigarette. I'm not sure I want to know where that takes me. I mean, I have lots of ammo now, but I can't really take too much of a hit. Apple, dog food, cat. So it's dog food made from cat? I'm guessing. Somehow, I think the only thing I'm going to hate more than having to fight some of the canine enemies is going to be fighting the foxes. I haven't fought one yet, but I'm guessing that they are either faster or stronger or both. A little concerned. I've seen them, and there was like a pack of like 5, so I wasn't picking a fight with them. So, I did see them. I laid eyes, but I haven't attempted to fight them yet. Let's see if I can somehow get topside. First, let's get behind some cover in case these guys actually spot me. Should only be like 1 or 2 left. Oh, I can barely make one out. Kind of hard to see to get it lined up. Nope. Alright. Okay, that's where we go. Probably more. Wonder glue. You got a ticket and you got a football.
Game is done. I've won. I've won.
I'm guessing that was the last guy. Just in case. We will actually use the ball, the little musket. Blueberries. Chicken. Okay, so the cannons are not functional. I didn't think they were, but I don't really know what to expect in this entire mod, so it's in 303 back. Admiral's hat. I'm curious, how much do these sell for? 40. So not much more than anything else. Does not give damage resistance, but is quite fashionable. Also does not give any damage resistance. Wait. So it's just a whiskey bottle. It's not actual whiskey. Why not just add bottle at the end of it? Why do these guys have musket pistols? Empty, expert, empty. Silver bar. Silver bar, gold bar. Those for 25, but pays quite a bit. If this area is clear, I can always come back and pick them up. Oh, hey, service rifle. I can leave that behind for now. Get a scope on this thing, and it'll be in business. Just to test something. Okay. So definitely not something we want to use too often. But now we know. Probably use something like a shotgun or whatever to like cripple something that's high health, and then just swap over to this pistol to try and deliver some coup de grace. I'm sure we could make it like a full-on musket if we really wanted to, but unless we get something like Wazoo, like, oh yeah, you can somehow turn it into a sniper. See that much utility for it. Although it would make for an interesting build idea. We're going to go back to the Powder Age way of doing things. So mostly melee. Have like maybe a musket, pistol. There's like a blunderbuss maybe. That too. And then just do like a challenge run on, I don't know, like normal or hard. Survival would take a lot of prep, I think, for that. Oh god, it's happening again. I think I can kind of tell where I'm going. I thought everything was fine. Okay, this isn't nearly as bad. No. So we needed to turn like over here. Yes, that's the grocery store.
Rule Britain. Run like hell, and you'll be there.
Okay, let's try it. Don't just run like hell. Let's try it. It's not fixing anything yet. very sorry for how this looks. I have no control over this. Speaking of, let's go ahead and drop that.
The surface world gets louder and louder each time.
I was gonna say, but I'm gonna try and wait until we get out of this. No, I have to wait until like the storm's done or something. Kind of afraid to enter a new area, like through the loading zone, just in case it causes the game to crash. Or something weird. We're not super powerful yet, but we can certainly start winning some fights. I just gotta play things a bit smartly, and we should be able to win majority of our fights, I think. Except for those brigands. Those brigands are gonna frickin' suck. It's like we're in a fever dream. Wonder if this is just something that's going to happen every single time it storms or something, or what? Because up to this point, we really haven't had storms, so I might have some more research to do. And I'm trying to be careful about how I do my research to like fix some of the glitches and stuff. I don't want to spoil something for myself, but I also want the game to work. So, I'm guessing sacrifices are going to have to be made at some point. But we are making progress, so, albeit a bit strange. Okay, so that should be water. Yeah, I forgot myself. Let's see what happens. Oh, hey, everything's normal. Cool. Alright, well, I think that's enough excitement for, well, graphical glitches and things that just kind of hurt the eyes. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it there. What we'll end up doing is doing some trades, selling some of these weapons and stuff. Attempting to maybe get some mods or something. Make use of the service rifle and all that. I'm going to keep exploring that area around. Because, you know what? So far, everything's been manageable this way. I tried going through the center here. And that might have been my issue. Running into Spriggans and like foxes and stuff. And just getting like two-shotted. So, we are a little bit stronger. And while I pretty much all but confirmed that we can technically do a story quest, it keeps dropping us at the very exit point and we're still stuck in place, so we just die because we're technically in the Thames, which is like 169 rads per second. So we just die during like a cutscene that we can't move or do anything, because it just clips us through into the water and I can't move. I've even tried using like some Rad-X and stuff. Granted, it was a little late, but with that much Rad-X really isn't going to do much. So, I'm going to do some research, see if there's something that's maybe messing with that quest, since it is a mod, and see if we can get it fixed and working. And I'll just have to kind of playtest it live, because I don't want to ruin too much for myself. And worst case scenario, we take a couple of deaths, which not worst thing in the world, and then we come over here and start going down this route, I guess, if we can't. But we have, for the most part, pretty much cleared out Cutty Sark, Greenwich Foot Tunnel. We can also explore if we need to get some more experience. But basically anything that's river-related water will pretty much just kill us. So, that is the unfortunate part. The only thing that makes it worse is that we're trying to do this in survival. Because I thought it'd be interesting to do as a first playthrough, hoping that we wouldn't have nearly as many issues as we were having, but nonetheless. Tomorrow, we're gonna, I wouldn't necessarily say try and wrap up the Ottomans, but we'll try and get closer to finishing that. Do some more raids. I forget who we were going to try and go to war with. It might be the Hittites. It might be... Well, let me think. We finished off the Egyptians. So next would be the Koreans. The Zulu are, for the most part, pretty much dead. Spain, I think, is still technically alive. And we did finally finish off the French. The Germans got themselves in a war with the Aztecs, so they're dead. And we almost have pretty much control of half of our Pangaea continent. And once Korea is taken care of and under our control, I don't know, depending on how much time we can give ourselves, maybe within like 20 turns of getting like roads and everything built over there, we could probably start working on going to war with the Hittites. Once the Hittites are taken care of, I don't foresee hardly anyone else being much of a threat or challenge, and it should be pretty much just blowing through them. The only question would be how fast can we get like railroads and stuff built to just blitz through them. That's the plan for tomorrow. I'll try and start around 9:30-ish p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sometimes I get stuck doing stuff, or I run into small little issues like having to update stuff and all that. So that's the plan. I always try and get around somewhere between 9:30 and 10 for start time. Do some research on this. We only had one crash, a couple points where I thought it might crash, but maybe there's just a graphical thing going on with the storms. So I got some research to do. I got some stuff to potentially go in and fix that may be quick fixes, might take a while. Worst case scenario, I'll just play something else next Wednesday if I can't get things taken care of and fixed. But we'll see. Have to play it by ear. Running a bit behind, but if you do miss any of these streams, I do keep everything over on VODs archived on my YouTube channel. A couple edited videos, but mostly just VODs and some like little things I did for like highlights and stuff there for a while. Let's see. We'll go ahead and exit there. But there's where everything's going to be archived. Running a bit behind, trying to get caught up. Mostly it's just because everything takes so long for it to render. Because depending on how long the VOD is, it can take anywhere between about 3 to sometimes up to 6 hours for everything to render out. And the only thing I really do as far as any editing is mostly, I might cut away some of the overlays, focus on the game, and I oftentimes cut away the intermission, and that's about it. Everything else tends to be there. With the exception of like, oh, well, stream disconnected and I was having problems with OBS or whatever have you, and that's usually the only other issue. I only had that problem with, I think, towards the end of Fallout 2 here recently. But I think everything else is fine. Could be wrong. Anyway, stay healthy, stay frosty. Till next time. See ya.